If the lion is the king of the jungle, how can he be the king of the jungle? If he's not the biggest, the elephant is probably one of the biggest. He can't be the fastest because that's a cheetah. He can't be the smartest. So he's not the biggest, the fastest, or the smartest. So how does a lion become the king of the jungle? His mentality. That's the only difference of a lion and an elephant. When a lion walks up and sees an elephant, he thinks lunch. An elephant thinks run. And it's all mentality. Because when a male lion walks up, he may be outnumbered by a pack of hyenas, but I'm king of my jungle because of my mentality.
If there was one gift our Creator has given us, what is it? What is the one power that you have right now in this moment that can change everything? This one singular individual power that can change anything in our life, regardless of what's happened to us. And I know you know the answer. The answer is the power of choice. The one thing we have in this world is we can't control the events, but we can choose what to focus on, we can choose what things mean, and we can choose what to do.
An enterprising person is one who sees opportunity in all areas of life. To consistently take advantage of the opportunity that you've created. To be aware, to face life with your eyes and ears open to the possibilities that may be just around the corner.
Your attitude can have a greater impact on your success than your IQ. You can be extremely talented, have incredible potential, but if you don't have the right attitude, it will keep you from rising higher. And we spend all kinds of time and money making sure the outside looks good. Eating right, working out, and that's all fine. But too often, we're not spending any time on the inside.
There are only 86,400 seconds in a day. And you gotta not only operate in them, you gotta do it quick. You gotta do it fast. You gotta do it in a hurry. Why? Because there's somebody else who's on the same track you are. Somebody else, they're on the same path that you are. It's somebody else just like you trying to do it. And sometimes they're working just as hard as you're working. They're putting in just as much sweat, just as much tears, just as much blood. But you just gotta do it what? You gotta do it faster than they do it. You gotta do it quicker than they do it. Are you listening to what I'm saying?
If you have a scarcity mindset and you just have your hand closed and you try to hold on to what you got because it's the only thing that you got and you don't want anyone else to have it. He said every time an opportunity comes by that closed hand, you miss the opportunity because you're holding on to what you have that's so important that you're not willing to let go and see something that could be bigger or better. And we just need to be open-handed.
A lot of us never accomplish our mission because we will not be honest about our motives. So we'll say what we think we should want. And that's why we never get anywhere in prayer and why we never get anywhere in self-awareness.
Since we cannot change the circumstance, but we can change ourselves. We can change what we do. What you have at the moment, you've attracted by the person you've become. If you will change, everything will change for you. You don't have to change what's outside. All you've got to change is what's inside. To have more, you simply have to become more. Start working on yourself, making these personal changes, and he said it'll all change for you.
If you want to be great, the burning sensation is you having to accept that you've picked something up, not as far along in the journey as you want to be, and what you have to learn how to do. If you want to be great, you have to learn to let it burn.
Let's take a few minutes to talk about the importance of knowing yourself enough to be your best cheerleader. You know, when you thought you were doing what you were supposed to do and were misinformed, the times you thought you had it all laid out and it just didn't work, the times when you burned the midnight oil day after day and it didn't seem to help, it didn't seem to change the end result.
I'd like to ask you to take a look at any place you've got a limitation and ask yourself, when did I decide to accept that limitation?
The bottom line is, no one's coming. No one. No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to tell you to turn the TV off. No one's coming to tell you to get out the door and exercise. Nope, it's up to you.
These are the times that you have to rely on your own self-encouragement. Take responsibility for the missed opportunity or the misrepresentations. Learn from the fact that even though
It all comes down to the inner game, my friends. Changing your life is a change in the inner game. The outside world you can't control, but you have absolute control over this one if you learn the dynamics of what shapes you. And identity is one of those simple, clear, fundamental basics that if you start to shift it, everything else will shift in your life as well.
It won't be instantaneous. I know we want that, but it's not. Greatness takes time. That impulsive stuff, it don't last. When you build something with a foundation, with choices and character, you see, character is everything in life. Your attitude's going to really determine your altitude.